Yep, you thought I'm gonna miss today's stream, huh? Y'all thought I'm not gonna come today. Hell no, I'm coming. Hell no, I'm here. What's up, team? Let me just open the streams real quick so I can keep an eye on them. And we'll announce that we're streaming as well. I don't even know what we're gonna stream about today. Because I woke up super late, so I had to just jump into the stream immediately. So let's just go. Bro, I just opened Twitch and oh, what the fuck is happening over there? Bro, girls are sitting on top of chairs in a weird way. I don't even know what's happening, boys. That's weird. That's so weird. How's Twitter been? Oh wait, what's up, Cass? Yeah, I'm late. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I just started. I don't even know what we're gonna talk about today. I just started the stream. I'm really late. Really late. But what we're gonna do? We're gonna start with watching Matt Gates on TYT. We're gonna react to that. How are you, Cass? Talk to me. What's happening? I'm streaming. Let me just link that shit out. Alright, let me get this tea ready. Man, I literally woke up hella late. Hey, looking good. I'm not a hood again. I'm gonna use the spoon for this sugar. Is that too much sugar? Yeah, that's way too much sugar. Hey, what's up, sugar? Hey, sugar. What up, my sugar? Do I literally wake up? The first thing I do is I make a cup of tea. I haven't cooked. Nothing's ready. We gotta go to work in about an hour. Who cares, man? Most important is my stream and my tea. Yes! Cass is excited too. Cass is ready to watch the video too. Alright, let's do it. Alright, we're gonna watch the video. We're gonna watch the Matt Gates video. We're gonna react to Matt Gates on TYT. Cass, find me any videos you want me to react to. And we'll check it out. Let me see here. I think I have something else too. All right, don't worry. Let's go ahead and start. Let's just start. All right, we're gonna watch. All right, let's go ahead and start today's episode with Matt Gaetz, who joined TYT yesterday in the live midterms election. I actually completely missed the elections. I'm just gonna assume that Republicans just took over a big red wave. I bet you that's what happened. I know most elections haven't been even recorded yet, or basically they haven't been officiated yet. But I know that they are going to be officiated today. And the only real election I know about was Maricopa County. There was a lot of issues. 20% of the polling locations weren't working. People would go to a polling center and then they would be offered a ballot. They could put that ballot in if they don't, to be counted physically instead of with a tabulation machine. And I guess the tabulation machines weren't working in some of these locations. And so they would get this ballot, they would scan it, the tabulation machine wouldn't take him, which is very concerning that a tabulation machine waits for you to scan and then tells you, we can't accept your vote. So that's really weird. But they were allowed to put their votes into a physical counting box. A lot of people weren't happy with that, so they went to another tabulation machine. With the same vote, they would get the same result. So a lot of people couldn't vote. Up to 25% of the polling locations in Maricopa County in Arizona did not work. So huge number. I know there was a lot of problems with the election yesterday. Sure, nothing's perfect. But I know people are going to use it as fuel. So let's talk about Matt Gaetz today. I can't suggest anything. I had other things I had to do. No worries. So Matt Gaetz goes on TYT to discuss. I know TYT made a lot of fun of Matt Gaetz recently, so I was very interested to see what would happen here. So let's go ahead and check out the actual coverage of the TYT. It's just a 20-minute video. We're going to check it out, see how Matt Gaetz did. Did they attack Matt Gaetz on anything? And yeah, I think this will be cool. This will be funny to watch. So let's go ahead and react to it. Let's start here.
Representative Matt Gaetz is winning by 21, although the race has not been called yet. And Matt Gaetz joins us now. Welcome, Matt.
Oh, thanks for having me, Cenk. I think ABC News and CNN have both called my race. Couldn't have been too easy for them, but sure glad to see the voters come out for me.
All right. So, Representative Gaetz, if the Republicans win the House tonight, what is your strategy going forward? What will you emphasize in the next term?
I think it's all the eyes. I think it's inflation.
So, like I predicted, Republicans are winning everywhere, left and right and center. Democrats have totally lost control of the House. Democrats might lose control of the Senate. And let's just see where Matt Gaetz is going to take us.
Immigration and investigations. And
we
have a mandate now to try to
like
limit spending. I think also people are very concerned about what's happening on the border. And when it comes to the weaponization of this government against our people.
Why are people talking about the border? I want to investigate the New York Times. I want to investigate the FBI. I want to investigate the DOJ.
Folks want to see the FBI, the Department.
I want to investigate the Department of Homeland Security and their censorship group. I want investigations on Facebook and Twitter. What do you want with the? What are you going to investigate the border? What?
And call to account. That used to be something that liberals actually stood for: civil liberties and.
Yeah, it's funny rolling that they were making fun of Matt Gaetz. Now they're gonna act like it. They're gonna celebrate his his win.
Stopping the excesses of the politicization of
We're all over TYT network. It's all about Matt Gaetz being a sex trafficker.
Investigations, and shit. Now the Republicans that will be leading the House Judiciary Committee will have that as our central focus.
So inflation being high, you mentioned it first. Obviously, wages is a very large issue. So do you think that we should raise the minimum wage so that the American people's salaries can keep up?
So wait, is this true?
With the rising costs of all the goods that they're having to deal with.
So TYT's answer to inflation is raising minimum wage instead of reducing inflation? What? They should be asking, what's your plans to reduce inflation? Instead of, are you going to increase minimum wage to counteract the inflationary the inflation of the fiat currency? What?
So the time when we saw.
What a dumb question. My question would be, hey, Mr. Gaetz, so now that you have a little bit of power, what is your stance on inflation? What are you going to do about it? What are the plans for you to reduce this inflation, rampant inflation that we're feeling? And talk to us a little bit about it. Is there any way you could maybe increase even minimum wage? Yeah, I would slip that in, but I wouldn't be like, oh, there's inflation, so are you going to increase minimum wage? No, I want him to deal with the inflation.
Wages was really during the Trump presidency. I don't believe that government-mandated minimum wages are actually the way to increase real wages. Actually, a lot of economists say that raising the minimum wage can be inflationary. Our strategy to tackle inflation will focus on cutting government spending, not having a regime that pays people not to work. I think able-bodied childless adults should be subject to work.
No. When he said cutting government spending, I thought he was going to say cutting government spending of war. So I thought he was going to say cutting the defense budget. This motherfucker is going to cut the social welfare budgets. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? So he's going to funnel all the welfare... He's going to funnel all the welfare money into the military-industrial complex, this motherfucker.
requirements. Previously, when Republican states have tried to do that, Democrat administrations haven't allowed them to, haven't issued appropriate waivers. And so if we can legislate work requirements into government funding bills, I think that'll be a good counter pressure.
This blonde girl in the back looks like his wife.
Not what
She's way too into him.
planning to do to counter inflation. Got it. Anna.
No, we raise wages. I just don't think the way to raise wages is a government-mandated minimum wage increase.
That's true. That's very true. You're gonna increase wages for the lowest Americans, but that doesn't increase true wages. What's up, 999,000? 990 is here. What's up, everybody? The party is here.
So how would wages increase out of the kindness of corporations' hearts?
Why are they stuck with wages? Bro made a lot of weird statements. He was talking about how he wants to cut Social Security. He wants to keep an eye on the border. He wants to probably increase military defense budgets. So why are you hung up on wages? Why don't you attack him on the inflation? Like, what is he gonna do about inflation? Like, why? First of all, why do you think wages are gonna increase? We know that when wages increase, inflation is gonna increase with it. It's a cycle. It's an absolute cycle that's going to keep going on forever. So wages increasing does not equate to a better quality of life. It's going to equate to more raising the prices on more products because the companies want to make more money. And you end up eating up the cost. So everything... Police chase live. Okay, we're going to check it out. We'll check it out in a minute. Don't worry. Is this real live? Let me see.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to go running over, do something real fast.
Bro, don't worry. The chase will go for a while. Don't worry. It'll go for a while. Anyways, so I'm concerned about his border stance. I'm concerned about his cutting of the social welfare. Why are they worried about wages increasing? What? And how does increasing a minimum wage really better your life? Is any of you on minimum wage? And do you think increasing the minimum wage is going to increase your real wages? It's not. What could help better your life, give you a better increase, is if you fucking reduce inflation by 10%. If you reduce it by 8%, that could help better your life. You think a 2% increase is gonna of wages is gonna help? And no, this is a bullshit. Bro, this is how TYT got me when I started watching TYT. They would virtue signal. They would put some shit like that, like they actually care. Like, how would wages go down? Anna comes screaming like a little bitch, fucking like a stupid little sister that you want to beat the shit out of, because she's fucking annoying, but you can't beat her because she's a girl. So man, I remember that's how TYT got me to start watching them, dude. They used to lie at me, virtue signal in front of me, act like, oh yeah, you're right, we should increase the wages. What the fuck is wages increasing gonna do? First of all, when you're only increasing the minimum wage, which none of us are on minimum wage, because if you're already on minimum wage, you wouldn't be watching Twitch right now. And second of all, why are they not talking about the real issue, which is the rampant inflation? That's the one really eating our wages.
Who have a fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders and keep doing corporate stock buybacks and dividends for their shareholders?
No fan of big corporations. I think the biggest threat to our liberty is big government. The second biggest threat, big corporations. And probably the third would be homeowners associations. But I do think that during...
Okay, so I like this. I like Gates is against censorship.
The Trump era, we saw wages rise as a consequence of capital investment and the onshoring of cash that was largely pushed offshore to preserve intellectual property assets.
Rolling, good point. UBI is imagine you get UBI without work. That's crazy, man. Because in America, everything you do is you're supposed to pull yourself out of your bootstrap. Americans will not be cool with UBI. I promise you that.
And revenue streams, and if we allowed more of that capital to come back into our country again, I think we would do a lot to see the investment in the workforce. So if you go around any district, Republican or Democrat right now, the number one issue for a lot of small businesses is just how to get people to show up to work. And when you have a government that pays a lot of people not to work, it really cuts against the ambitions and interests and dreams of a lot of the small businesses that are the backbone of our country.
Okay, can you please be specific about what you're referring to when you say a government that pays people not to work, and be specific in regard to numbers? How much money are Americans allegedly getting paid by the government to sit home and not work?
Well, during the pandemic era, people got checks, and
When there were shutdowns, when companies were shut down, yes.
all of that was inflationary. And I also think that when you provide government benefits to able-bodied childless adults, like Medicaid, like childcare, like transportation, like cell phones, then you create in the economy a bubble. And when that bubble bursts, a lot of
Bro, it's such stupid thinking. When you provide social securities for abled men, you just increase their productivity. You do not fucking ruin the economy. What the fuck is this bullshit? What are they even talking about? They're acting like every able childless man, once he gets a little bit of money, he just goes and spends it on coke and bitches and whores or something. No, what the fuck?
working class people, folks that liberals actually used to stand up for.
You know the economy is made, most businesses are made by childless, single men, able-bodied men. That's how most businesses are created. So maybe you're funding a business. What the fuck?
Those folks get crushed and hammered when they go to the grocery store, when they go to the gas station. I also think Republicans are going to have a pretty big energy bill. Now, I'm not a drill everywhere, drill anywhere kind of guy. I think we've got to be smart and strategic, but certainly we want to see the Keystone Pipeline reopened. We want to see more of the fracking and shale development.
See, that's what I'm talking. He has very concerning issues. Okay, I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't like Republicans, bro. I don't like Republicans. But man, do I want Trump in office. I do not want I hate Republicans. They're not better than Democrats. See, even Gates was more conservative about drilling than Joe Biden was. Joe Biden was much less conservative about drilling than even Gates. So Democrats are not much better. But goddamn, do I fucking have a disgust for Republicans, bro. The way they think is such a scarcity-built mindset. Feels like they were raised in a single mother household. Most of them, it feels like. It's so weird, man. They're not even conservative. They're like the most degenerate hooligans, and they just act conservative. They're, oh my god, no, we're gonna destroy the economy if we help people. No. The fuck is wrong with this shit, man? I really hate Republicans. At least Democrats, they virtue signal. Look, at least Anna is acting upset that he's giving the wrong answers. I like that. At least act in my face that you like me. And then when I go away, talk behind my back. But at least when I'm there, act like you like me, bro. Act like you actually are there to help me. That would be really beneficial. You will get my vote, but I fucking hate Republicans, dude. They're so assholes.
In the interior of the country, and I think that just reducing energy prices will do a great deal to lower inflation because you see those energy prices baked in at every layer of the supply chain.
Well, I think it's a common myth that's repeated over and over again by both the press and the Republican Party. We are the top oil and gas producer in the world. We're also the top exporter of oil and gas because our natural resources are completely owned by private corporations who get to sell those natural resources to the highest bidder. So if you're actually genuinely concerned about keeping gas prices low at the pump, we could nationalize our oil and gas. Would you be willing to do that?
No, I don't know that the Venezuela energy model is one that the American people are voting for.
Okay, so you want to allow corporations to export oil and gas to the highest bidders internationally.
I think we should repeal the Jones Act because you're right, there is production that's up. But as a consequence of the Jones Act, we're not able to actually get that energy to the places that we need it so that there's broad distribution and lower prices. So actually, there's a deregulation answer that I think would unlock lower prices for the American people given what we currently produce.
I wanted to just quickly, Cenk, one follow-up, and then I'll let you take over.
I don't know. We're gonna hear her question, but Gates is very concerning to me. I really don't like Republicans, guys. Look, Democrats are not much better, but the idea that Republicans are just—they're not gonna even try to better your life. They're just gonna push for increase of production in output. They're gonna open the Keystone pipelines. They're gonna cut your Social Security benefits. They're going to increase the border control and probably increase the number of policemen around the border. These are very concerning issues, you know what I mean? Where is your worry for the homeless men and women in America? At least the women, the homeless women in America. Does anybody have a solution for that? What's your solution to the hunger that many children face in America? Almost half of children go to sleep hungry in America. What's your solution for rampant inflation in our currency that is absolutely destroying any profits businesses or individuals are making and saving? What is your solution to the rampant rise in gas prices? I know oil production could cut costs, but what is your increasing oil production could cut costs, but is there any other short-term solution you could find to solve such a problem? What is your maybe they're gonna start talking about it, but what's your foreign policy, and how do you compare it to the Europeans when it comes to Russia and Ukraine, right? Stuff like that is very important. Instead, they're fucking just focusing on minimum wage increase, which will not benefit Cass's life. Cass, your life is not going to get better. Roland, your life is not going to get better. My life is not going to get better if they increase the minimum wage. They might increase the minimum wage and help 10 million Americans. That's about it. They might help the illegal Americans that are just get any job, and usually they're paid the cheapest just to get, they do dishwashing jobs and stuff like that just to get paid. That's what might help. But, bro, we need to be discussing inflation. We need to be discussing rampant war. We need to be talking about the nuclear powers colliding. We need to be talking about the multipolarity of the world. Instead, everyone is still in the old-minded thinking. What you're still thinking about increasing minimum wage? It's fucking crazy. When California builds a $2 million toilet, one toilet for $2 million, how are you worried about minimum wage when that fucking state is just throwing the money away? Throwing money away. $2 million for a fucking public toilet. 2 million, and it's gonna take 2 years or 2 to 5 years to build the fucking toilet. What the fuck? It's a crazy story, boys. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We'll finish this in a second. Bro, don't judge me, man. I literally woke up at 2. I'm streaming at 2:30. I'm streaming here at 2:45 or 3. I'm late. Cass told me I'm late. And then I haven't even cooked yet. I gotta get to work by 4:30. So 4:30 I need to be leaving the house. So I don't know. By 4 we might end the stream and maybe I'll start cooking. But don't even try, man. I come home at 5 a.m. 4 a.m. I finish my job. 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. I'm in the gym. I come home 5 a.m. I have to do my other YouTube channel. If you guys want to check out my other YouTube channel, I'm gonna show you really quickly the YouTube channel. It's all about card games. Look at this channel. It's gorgeous. Watch this. I'm still building it. It still hasn't hit anything, but look at that. We just started playing One Piece card game. Our latest video just made 50. It's obviously a much better channel than my fucking political channel, that's for sure. But yeah, it's my other passion. I love card games and stuff like that. But anyways, so I upload a video for this. And by the time I finish the video, it's fucking 6 a.m. So I only get 1 hour for myself. I get to hang out for 1 hour during the day. And after that, I go to sleep. And then I do the cycle again. Wake up at 2:30 and try again. And yeah, this is, I just keep pushing. I'm going to try to do this for 6 months to a year. I need to become a millionaire, guys. I need to hit it. All right, let's continue with the Matt Gaetz. So now Anna's going to ask him a very important question. Let's see what the question is.
The point that you made about social services like Medicaid, which provides health care to literally the most impoverished people in the country, how exactly do you claim that that leads to inflation? I mean, I can explain how the Federal Reserve engaging in quantitative easing, literally printing money and giving it to banks and corporations who then turned around and invested in their own stocks and did dividends and all that. That definitely led to asset bubbles. Private equity firms buying up entire neighborhoods of single-family homes based on the money that was given to them by the Federal Reserve. That led to inflation in the housing market. I want you to explain exactly how Medicaid leads to inflation.
Well, first of all, I agree with you regarding those corporate excesses. I am one of the people on Thomas Mass.
All right. This is what we're gonna do. 990 wants us to watch the police chase. Let's watch it. Let's watch what's up.
Hi, Lupe.
All right, we're checking out a live police chase. Fuck it, we're just gonna watch this. We're gonna check out a live police chase.
Didn't piss. Didn't shit. If anybody's shitting or pissing that fast, you're a record time holder.
Bro, what is he even talking about?
And they are. They've been tracking by the air. I've been watching the chase just a few minutes before.
Where is this? This is in Dallas, Texas.
For 17 minutes, and I have yet to
Dallas,
see one
Texas,
ground
happening
unit
right now.
behind him. But you also got to remember, this is a tight group shot.
So in Texas, I think a big strategy is to just let the car drive till it stops, right? And they just
So if
follow
went
it with air.
Expand it out, you may see them a block back. And that's usually how it is.
Yeah, usually I think they let the car drive until the gas runs out because they don't want to hurt people. There's too many people, I think, in the streets, and they don't want to cause anything. So they actually let the car drive. They just have air follow them, and then closely they'll be behind them. But they won't be like speeding to try to get to the car to try to
Cowboy fan
hit it or anything.
He's happy the Dak's back.
Cool channel.
It's
He has 4,000 watchers right now.
Mattress Mac. Hey man, shout out to and you bet him that the ass. Can you hear it?
Wait, what was that?
Pulling off the road here.
What the fuck? This guy's going against the whole world.
He's just made
Dude, this is terrifying.
back the wrong direction on 20.
Alright, he's gonna hit something here.
We're going back west.
Oh
now,
my
and
god, that's
Can you hear it?
so wrong.
Can you guys hear it?
Back towards Seagoville.
Motherfucker has a
I think
radio.
the cord's going bad. I need to get a new cord.
Alright.
Oh, donuts!
But we are
Donuts!
now
Let's
back
get them.
eastbound
There's a
on
cop
the
car.
lanes of 20, and that's on Seagoville.
Can't turn it up anymore.
Bro, if there was no air watching, I swear this guy could have ran away.
It's full blast, guys. If you can't hear it, I apologize. It's full blast.
If air wasn't watching, what's up, Grappentine? The poor desperate soul. I
Do
could
my
only
best to not
imagine.
talk over any train.
I can only imagine what the guy in the car is going through. Bro, he must be shaking, terrified, scared.
Since it's light.
I mean, at this point, you know you're caught, right? I bet you he's gonna jump out here and run.
Oh, he's about to get stuck.
I knew it! I knew it! That's what I'm telling you. If there was no air, he would have been done. He would have been ran. He would have been gone, long gone.
We got stuck. We got runners.
Oh no, he's black. No, damn.
Make sure you stretch out those creamy hamstrings.
Bro, I need some of this sound effects.
Run, Forrest, run!
Run, Forrest, go, Forrest.
This motherfucker has like a
Fucking
million
trees.
That's what I'm talking about. These trees just saved this dude. Bro, if he waited till he was under these trees to get out, he would have been fucking amazing. They would have never known he got out.
He's going to be going the wrong way on the frontage road now.
Dude, he should have just went into one of these trees and then parked, man. You know there's a helicopter on top of your ass. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Two guys. Yeah, there were two guys. This guy's having a party. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What can I?
All right, we'll take bets. How many people think he's gonna get shot?
do?
Cass thinks he's gonna die.
Fucking trees are always in the goddamn way.
Dude, I'm so angry. This guy would have been fucking fine if he just got into the trees and then ran. Now they have a description of him. Now they know that there's two of them. Oh man, I'm so mad. I wish he would just. They caught him. Oh, he's not even black.
Oh, there's one of them, Billy. Oh, one sus in cuss.
You looking real sussy over there.
Shout out to Dallas PD for that one.
Thinks they're gonna step on his head or something? Nah.
They're lurking. They're gonna find him.
No, they're being
in
nice.
there. He's ready.
What the? How big is this soundboard? What the fuck? Is there like 1 million clicks? What the fuck? People just sending him money, hella money. That's probably 990 sending him money.
He's fucking ready.
Bro, I would have dug a hole and just chilled there. I swear, I would have just fucking dug a hole. 990. I would have dug a hole and just chilled under the trees somewhere. I swear.
Eastbound.
Yeah. They're probably not attacking him because the air control is
In the
watching.
woods. Come forward about 100 feet from the pickup truck and hang a right. They're in the woods.
They're in the woods. We know
Neighborhood
that.
to the north. Stop. You're in a good spot. Hold what you got. The officer in the neighborhood in the north.
Wait, there's another one?
I'll come in and turn myself.
There's
in
no
around
way
the
this is
Thursday,
live.
okay?
There's no way this is live. The cop. Wait, there's another one. Wait, there's another fucking car.
Ah, come on. Go back to the OG. Guys, here's the original truck.
Oh, they're showing you clips.
Oh, yeah. This was a part of the original chase, the original truck that you saw.
Okay, you guys have the driver.
So wait, he stole a car?
Champagne, the one flashing your light. You've got the driver of the Champagne truck. The outstanding is a heavy-set Latin male, black shorts and a black shirt. The driver of the Champagne truck is in custody.
All right, yeah. We still got one more fat guy in there.
Dude, you guys want to see something? You guys want to see something amazing? All right, well, keep watching this. I'm gonna show you Houston, Texas.
It's fucking huge. Let's just get this over with. Look, everybody take a good fucking look. What's the big deal?
Pinstriping on him.
Yes, that is a female. There's a female and two males. And there was a dog. There was that. Now we're at a replay, guys, but they're still not in custody, the other two.
They went that direction. I only stay with the two males because those were the two drivers.
Straight 180 on the freeway.
Heavy-set Hispanic female running around
This
out
is
there
the scary
somewhere.
part, guys. Look at this.
She was the passenger in the original truck that jumped in that one.
Look at the little puppy. They left their puppy, guys. Watch the puppy. They didn't even give two fucks about the puppy. Puppy gone. Puppy gone. They don't deserve that dog back. Just want to let you know that, too. When they get out of jail, they don't deserve that dog back.
Bro, what the fuck? What is he talking about? I don't give a fuck about dogs. Guys, I want to show you something. I want to show you nightlife in Texas. Let's look for this.
Mike Stutchbury. When you start seeing...
Earlier this week, I spoke to Andrew Tate.
All right, whatever. I don't know. I put shorts and they found Tate. Let's check this out real quick. Nightlife in Houston is fucking insane, boys. Bro, nightlife in Houston is insane, guys. I didn't even know this. I'm gonna show you guys this today. I saw this. One of my coworkers showed me a video of like one night in Houston. Bro, I didn't know Houston was so cool. I never knew it. The whole streets gets closed up. Like, it's fucking insane. Bro, it's even worse than Austin, Texas. You think Austin, Texas was fucking is pumping? Wow. Wait till you go to Houston. Look how many people are in the streets. You'll never see this anywhere else. Bro, imagine you go out at night and that's how many girls there are. That's how many guys. Bro, this is fucking crazy. I live in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. I have nobody. I think she's gonna hit him. I think this girl's gonna hit him. What the fuck was happening back there? What? Bro, look how many girls there are. This is crazy. Look at that, this tall ass black dude. What the fuck? No, both of them are actually pretty tall. Bro, these guys probably slay bitches. Look at the lines for the clubs. The streets you just cannot drive in. It's fucking crazy. Look at the club, bro. You can see that shit from the outside. Damn.
Guys, are you sure you want to keep walking?
Girls everywhere. Bro, this guy has 25 subscribers. We gotta sub to him. Guys, help me with him. Space Age Experience. Sub to him. Dude, how big is the street? Bro, hot ass girls! Dude. Houston is just different, man. Got a mariachi band eating. Bunch of girls and guys just chilling. Oh my god. I would slay Houston, Texas. I would destroy Texas. Bro, I think I would die in Texas. Bro, I think I actually would die. Imagine my public interviews in fucking downtown Texas. Imagine me doing public interviews in downtown Texas. That's fucking crazy. I never knew how big this place is. My dream now is to go to Houston, Texas and start doing interviews there. That's my dream now. It's fucking crazy. Bro, my interviews, I couldn't find anyone. We streamed for like 2 hours and we only got maybe 15 interviews on a Sunday. Bro, imagine here, we would get like 300 interviews in an hour. But you gotta be about it in Texas. I think you gotta have like you don't wanna mess around with anybody because everyone can carry you. You gotta be really nice to people. Bro, every girl I see is wearing like the really short, really tight clothes. Like, fuck me, it's hot. Holy shit, 990. You think they did that on purpose? I know kings used to cut dudes' dicks off to make sure they're subservient. Like, they would cut the dick off of the person that's protecting, securing his wife, the security guard of his wife or some shit like that. To make sure they don't have any other inclinations. But, wow, I didn't think they would just screw the good slaves to have good kids. I don't know how people can be gay when there's so many hot girls in this universe. It's fucking crazy. Crazy. They must really love cock. Like, they must really fucking love cock. Like, that's crazy. Look at all. It's crazy, man. Bro, I'm literally like top 5% of Houston, Texas right now. All these guys look ugly as fuck. None of them are in shape. I haven't seen one guy in shape. I saw a couple of tall guys, but that's about it. Hummers in the street. Fucking looks so much fun. Be honest, no one is in shape. No guy's in shape. I could take him one-on-one. There are a couple of tall guys, but that's about it. I mean, there's no. I haven't seen anything else. So if I go to Houston, I'll be top 5% already. We gonna slay! Let's go! Yo! It's either me or a bunch of Mexicans. Which one do you want, baby? Bro, you can hear the party inside the club from the outside. It's fucking insane. Alright, they're just doing a rerun.
Okay, I just left that dog to die out there.
Let me know. I got like 6 different locations on here. He was kind of all over the place.
There's one right there. Mr. Guns.
See, now he's just showing random clips. Okay, let's go back to the Matt Gaetz interview. Thank you, 990, for that. That was really nice. We got to see. You got me sidetracked because we were talking about Texas. I started talking about Houston, Texas. Beautiful, beautiful city. You should see me there soon. My goal is to live there. You should see me there soon. And doing interviews there would be insane. 990. What do you think? What do you think? I, as an American, promise to at least hide anyone in our underground railroad that wants to change this. U.S. I think 990 agrees. We're going to go to Houston, Texas, and we're going to start doing our interviews down there. It's going to be so much fucking fun. It'll be insane. Absolutely insane. All right, let's push. Let's finish this Matt Gaetz interview. Looks like he's been cornered here. They're talking to him about minimum wage and what's really inflationary and what's not. He discussed that he wants to cut Social Security. He wants to reduce inflationary budgets, and he wants to make sure he doesn't help any abled Americans, especially childless Americans, because he doesn't want to increase inflation. So they kind of caught him on that.
Bill to audit the Fed for the very reasons you laid out. I think the Fed has become a distribution system for corporate welfare, and that cuts against working class Americans. But when you have people who aren't working, but who are still able...
So Matt Gaetz called the Feds perfectly a corporate welfare system. That's perfect. So that's perfect. So you should be anti-Feds. You should not be anti-Americans.
To get child care, health care, not as a consequence of being poor or sick or infirm or elderly, but just because of the Medicaid expansion that was ushered in through Obamacare. I think that is inflationary because then people don't have to go out and spend cash and have a real economic exchange for this.
No, I don't think that's inflationary because the expansion of Medicare only covered up to 60-year-olds. It was a very slight it wasn't a big expansion, so there's no way that's fucking inflationary. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what's fucking inflationary? If expansion of Medicare is inflationary, what the fuck do you think about our fucking exploding military budget, you piece of shit? Talk about that. What about the explosive police budgets? There are over some countries' fucking army budgets. Our New York police budget is over certain countries' army's budgets. Like, if a little bit of Medicare is inflationary, what about those fucking $1 billion in defense every fucking year?
Services that they're receiving.
And what do you get? What do you get? You get to go and build bombs instead of help people? Fuck you, man. What the fuck? See, this is why I fucking despise Republicans. Even though Democrats are shit in every fucking avenue, at least they lie to you correctly. Gaetz is just fucking stupid.
Often as a result.
Republicans are fucking dumb, man. If they just lied better. So he understands the problem. The problem is corporate welfare by the Fed. So why the fuck are you hurting the American people then? Let's fucking attack the corporations, man. Why are you trying to suck away the Medicare? So you understand the Fed is the reason for this inflation. So you're gonna attack Medicare? Are you fucking dumb? Like think a little bit, man. Are you a human being or are you a fucking machine? What the fuck is this shit?
Government largesse.
So what I've heard so far is that giving people child care, health care, and higher wages is leading to inflation.
Yeah,
and you guys are going to try to tackle inflation
Yeah, but increasing the defense budgets by billions of dollars every year, sending millions of dollars in weaponry to Ukraine, like you said, the Fed just giving out money to corporations, that's fine. You're not gonna tackle that. You know it's a problem, but you're not gonna tackle it. But no, let's just cut Medicare because Medicare expansion give us inflation. Fucking dumbass.
So that what I'm hearing
This is the problem, man. How can I vote Republican when there's such pieces of shit?
from you is
I want to vote Republican. I don't want to vote Democrat. But how can you vote Republican when they're pieces of shit?
lower wages, less childcare, less healthcare. That sounds perfectly Republican.
Jake, it's not just the government that can do these things.
So I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I made 4.
Shut the fuck up. You made nothing. That's bullshit. First of all, who the fuck just gets a little notification on a random, not a PayPal, not nothing, transfer initiated? What is this, like a Robinhood account? The fuck? Let's continue.
At a faster rate, like it did under President Trump, then I do think we would be able to achieve those objectives. But government spending is inflationary. That is the central covenant of this election that we're going through.
All right, government spending is inflationary. So fix government spending. Reduce the defense budget by half. We don't need that much defense. We're doing fine. We're actually destroying the world. Reduce police budgets by half. Reduce anything that's fucking ruining our lives. Reduce the Congress spending of Congress on Congress income and Congress wages. Reduce the spending on the Congress. Why the fuck is the Congress making so much money? That's fucking inflationary right there. You're talking about it. That's government spending and that's inflationary. Reduce the tax cuts that you're putting on you're giving corporations. Those are inflationary then. Everything we're talking about is inflationary. Why are you only hitting the Medicaid? I don't get it.
The Republicans are very likely to win across the country. People want to see less government spending. Now, I don't think we ought to cut government spending for disabled people like my mother, for seniors. I don't want to touch Social Security or Medicare. But specifically with the Obamacare Medicaid expansion, you have able-bodied people who could go to work, but who choose not to. And I don't think we should provide those things for them.
I don't think this is true. I don't think this is true. And if he's talking about the people that took unemployment while they were in the middle of COVID, that was a different situation. That was the matrix breaking apart.
right. So we clearly have a different point of view. We see corporations with record profits continuing to drive prices up. There's exit polling showing that 83% of the voters wanted the government to do something about that. Instead, they have let those corporations gouge us over and over again as Republicans protected them. But to be fair, so did Biden. So now I want to move on to one of the things that we're most concerned about, which is democracy.
Hold on. I crossed the aisle and joined with Democrat David Cicilline to actually utilize antitrust tools to go after the very type of corporate greed that you're talking about. I'm actually hoping to persuade more people in this incoming Republican majority that the way to govern is not to just give the lobby corps the power. I'm the only Republican in Congress who doesn't take any money from any lobbyists or any PACs, full stop. And so I actually think there could be common ground with Democrats.
So why are you still such a piece of shit? I don't get it. How are you still such a piece of shit?
The way to govern is not to just give the lobby corps the power. I'm the only Republican in Congress who doesn't take any money from any lobby.
What happened?
So if we could get the Biden Justice Department to actually be serious about the enforcement of antitrust laws, I actually think we could do a lot to curb that corporate greed.
So look, we're a fair show. So it's obvious that we disagree with you on a lot of things, and we got more coming up in a second.
You know that's not true. They fucking hate Republicans. Why do they act like they're a fair show? They love Democrats, they hate Republicans.
But it is true that you don't take that corporate PAC money, and like the corporate people on the left that don't take the corporate PAC money.
So what? AOC doesn't take corporate PAC money, but we found out that she was getting funneled money too. She's getting dark money somehow. Just because you don't get corporate PAC money doesn't mean that you're not getting funded.
Not just corporate PAC money, no ideological PAC money, no leadership PAC money, and I stand alone as a Republican on that front.
Then why are you such a piece of shit? If you're not held accountable by any corporation, I doubt your fucking people are telling you, let's cut spending. I doubt the Republicans behind you are happy that you're going to cut spending on Medicaid. That's fucking crazy. They would rather you cut spending on police budgets, on defense, on capital, $1 billion for the Capitol Police. What the fuck is that for? I bet you they would rather you do that. Cut the reduce the tax cuts on the rich.
Right. And that's what allows you to criticize big business, whereas almost all of your colleagues serve big business, by the way, including Rick Scott, who has promised to cut Social Security and Medicare in the same state of Florida. Now, we're worried about democracy, Matt. And in 2020, Trump clearly lost the election. He then did
so Matt Gaetz goes on TYT to discuss,
and he could not present one piece of evidence, and he still insisted on lying about how he had won the election. So can you just be honest for once and say that Donald Trump definitely lost the 2020 election?
Joe Biden is definitely.
All right. I don't like this. I don't like this question at all. It's like me being told as a Muslim I have to apologize for the acts of ISIS. I'm like, what? What? I have to apologize for ISIS? What? I don't like this question at all. It's such a crazy question.
Be honest for once and say that Donald Trump definitely lost the 2020 election.
Joe Biden is definitely the president. I think there are a lot of irregularities there that
Let's go!
People are concerned about. But a big mistake the Democrats
What is
made
that,
in
Tad
this
Wall?
election was talking so much about the last election. Look,
CR Kazget Dawal. What's up, my brother? Welcome to the fucking channel. Love you. If anything, Ameri Triple K should apologize for ISIS. Bro, for real, bro. What a horrible question. It's like, as a Muslim, would you apologize for ISIS? That's exactly what they just asked him. He's like, as a Republican, are you gonna just apologize for Donald Trump? I don't think this guy's even MAGA, is he? We're gonna see now if he's MAGA or not.
On this democracy message, and it's going to get crushed nationwide. It's going to lose, not because people don't like democracy, but because people believe that Joe Biden and Democrats are engaging in threat construction around democracy as a substitute for an economic plan, for something that will actually result in people making more money, growing their businesses. So I don't think that continuing to obsess about this is going to be politically helpful for Democrats. And by the way, I don't think democracy is in any jeopardy. We've had a record turnout for a midterm election today, and that seems to show that a democracy in our country is alive, well, and certainly something that I support wholeheartedly.
That I agree with. Joe Biden standing up, democracy's on the ballot. Go fuck yourself, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what's on the ballot? My wages that are gonna decrease by 10% next year because your fucking dumbass started the Ukrainian war. You know what's on the ballot? Less war, better wages, cheaper gas. That's what's on the ballot, not fucking democracy, dumbass.
Guys, I have breaking news.
Yeah, vote harder. Yeah, so you can go to Maricopa County, and they'll tell you, oh, your vote doesn't count because the machine won't take it. And then you have to go to another machine. Oh, well, that machine is broken too, sorry. And then you just find your luck. From 25% of the machines are broken. 25% of the polling locations are broken. And if they're not broken, they all maybe only one machine was running, so you got a line on the machines. 25% of the polling locations in Maricopa County were broken, and they're gonna come here and tell you and say that hey, do you think the elections were true? And why isn't chunk yogurt a big piece of fucking this big egghead? Why is he not talking about Hillary Clinton blaming losing the elections to Donald Trump on Russia? Is that not fucking the same thing? Is that not calling election fraud as well? Like, what the fuck? His beloved Hillary Clinton did that for 4 fucking years. She's still doing it till now. But that's fine. But God forbid Trump says my constituents can't vote in real polling locations. So God forbid that happen. And so Americans actually protest, get up on and they get angry on January 6th, and they protest this injustice that they feel is happening to them. I'm not saying it did happen. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's what they felt, and the American people do have a right under their constitution to go and protest. So instead of doing that, so that was not fine. But it's totally cool to go ahead and blame a whole fucking different government for losing your elections. Okay, all right.
While we're talking to Matt Gaetz, New York Times has just called your race. Matt Gaetz has won in his district in Florida.
Let's go, Gaetz! You fucking piece of shit. You're gonna cut Medicare now, yay!
As we speak to him. And I did notice, though, Representative Gaetz, that you evaded the question. You said that Biden is president. You didn't say Biden won the election. He obviously did, and you know it. But I'll move on. Anna.
No, hold on. I got a follow-up question to something you said. You just made a vague statement about some irregularities. There are some irregularities, and you were one of the individuals who pushed the lie that the election was stolen from Trump. So be specific. What are the so-called irregularities? Because the Trump camp failed to provide a shred of evidence indicating that there was
just as the Hillary Clinton camp could not provide one piece of evidence of Russian collusion with Trump.
Widespread voter fraud.
How is no one talking about this, by the way? Why is everybody talking about election fraud from the Trump side, but no one said anything about the Hillary Clinton calling election fraud?
Yet you and other Trump allies continued repeating that the election was stolen from him. So be specific. What exactly are you referring to?
I'm really concerned about some of these urban areas that operate under an entirely different system than the rest of their states. For example, in Wayne County, Michigan, the mechanism by which ballots are assembled is totally different than in the other parts of the state. And I don't think that volume alone justifies that. I also think that in Pennsylvania, a major irregularity was the change in the way that ballots were mailed out. In time after time, you saw secretaries of state take unilateral action to go and engage in this broad distribution of ballots. I think that is ripe for fraud, and I don't think that it was constitutional. Now, Cheng made an important point about the 60.
The courts weighed in on that, though, right?
Yeah, I want to get to that because almost all of those cases, not all, but almost all of those cases were resolved in the absence of an evidentiary hearing. So it's not exactly fair to say that we lost because we didn't have sufficient evidence. No, a lot of them were decided on jurisdictional grounds and on the sufficiency of the pleadings, not based on an actual evidentiary hearing where both sides got to put information before the court. So it's a little, I think,
I don't even know what that means.
No. 60 hearings around the country where evidence was presented.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Have you seen the Aaron Mate interview on TYT from like 3 years ago where he makes Chunk look like a fool? He's over the Russian interference. Man, if you can find me the interview, we'll watch it right now.
On jurisdictional grounds, but the majority were decided on the merits, and every judge, including every Republican judge, including every Trump-appointed judge, said, you have not presented any evidence, including the evidence that you were just talking about now. When in court, there was none, zero. And by the way, Matt, you can tell from your answers, you don't believe it either. It's super obvious you don't believe it.
But yeah, I can tell by your questions, you guys still have no message, because instead of talking about how we're going to actually move the country forward, you guys are still obsessed about the 2020
election. No, Matt.
Yeah, that's true. Instead of talking about how we're going to fix inflation, you're talking about minimum wage increases. What the fuck? For real, you guys are seriously obsessed about the 2020 elections. This is crazy. You guys are the same issues, as if the issues didn't increase. They're still talking about the same dumb shit. Increasing minimum, as if increasing minimum wage is gonna help your life. Kaz, get the wall. Imagine if they increase minimum wage. Finally, you're gonna go from $7 an hour to $10 an hour. Yay! As if you're fucking making minimum wage, right? Fuck that, man. Minimum wage is not gonna help anyone.
I'm a regular Democrat. I don't care about their messaging. What I care about is if your friend Donald Trump wins in 2024, we might never have another election because he's an obvious pathological liar, doesn't believe in democracy, didn't want.
So he's allowed to say this shit out loud like that in public? I don't think we're gonna have another election if Donald Trump was fucking elected. What? What makes you think so? Because he's a narcissist? Biden's a fucking narcissist too.
I don't care about their messaging. What I care about is if your friend Donald Trump wins in 2024, we might never have another election because he's an obvious pathological liar, doesn't believe in democracy, didn't want to leave even though he lost the election, and you know it.
Jake, the last time you were on the ballot, you got 4% of.
What do you mean he left? He lost the election, he left. What is people even talking about? Bro, Joe Biden's probably not going to leave either. What are you talking about?
The vote. So
what? What does that have to do with anything that we're talking about right now?
Okay, Matt, if we're going in that direction, listen, you had sex with a 17-year-old, according to allegations, and you asked for a pardon. Hold on. You asked for a pardon. Why did you ask for the pardon?
Yeah, why did you ask Trump for a pardon if you didn't break any laws?
Bro, I want to ask Trump for a pardon, bro. I could go to jail tonight. I don't know for what. They're going to find a reason, bro. They just make claims up, bro. Of course I'm gonna ask for a fucking pardon. If I could ask for a pardon, I would ask for a pardon. I have never done anything bad. The fuck? It's a natural thing to do is to ask for a pardon, isn't that? Because they could take you down on anything. And plus, when you ask for a pardon, the president knows your name. He knows who you are. You get a direct connection with him. You start a relationship. That's fucking amazing. I don't know, and it's within the president's power to give out pardons. So why are they even questioning this? I've never heard them question any pardons Joe Biden gave.
I've been overwhelmingly reelected. You guys are in some sort of weird struggle session there, and I'm just glad, even though the internet hated you having me on, Cenk, you're getting to see what a congressional victory party looks like, and that's something that might be a novel experience.
Why did you ask for
Wow! Yo, that's a fucking burn! That's a burn! That's a burn! You know why? Because Cenk ran for Congress and fucking was the lowest guy on the ballot. He wasn't even, like, he was like, what, 1% or 0.2% votes? He got 0.2% of the votes. That's a crazy burn by Matt Gaetz.
Sex with a 17-year.
And now Cenk is just throwing out allegations. You know, I can allege that Cenk has sex with cows. I could allege that as well. You know? He's into bestiality. He's talked about this. He would make it legal. And in his congressional run, he said that he would make bestiality legal. Because I think he was running California. And, you know, these fuckers are degenerate in California. Oh, yeah, more liberalism, yay. And so... And he lost, so I could make allegations right now if I wanted to. I'm not gonna make them, but this motherfucker is totally cool with making allegations about Matt Gaetz.
You're like reading into an anonymous internet conspiracy, and it's really sad because in my district, the voters saw through that. In my state, we're overwhelmed.
Did you ask for the pardon?
That has all been debunked. I've addressed it. President Trump has addressed it. And by the way, you should look at your own comments about women that caused Bernie Sanders to unendorse you. Imagine being so aligned with Bernie Sanders.
Destroying him!
Endorsement because the things that you said were so
Yeah. Well, Matt, see, some people grow up and they...
Yo, F you, Anna. Anna, you just got fucked. Your boy just got fucked. Well, you know, some people grow up. Shut the fuck up. That's you losing the argument, Anna. Anna, you never grew up in your life. What are you even talking about growing up, Anna? Anna, you got the same hairstyle from fucking 15 years ago. You're still wearing the same hairstyle. You never grew up one day. It's the same hair, dude. You pull it as hard and as tight as you can. Like almost pulling out your scalp. It's the same fucking hairdo. You never grew up one day. Cenk has the same look. None of you grew up. What are you even talking about? I've been watching you guys for 10 years. Same fucking look. If anything, guys sound dumber.
Change.
Wow, she's pissed, bro.
Others send their colleagues in Congress nude photos of women that they've slept with today. And
so this is why you don't do interviews with TYT. TYT is absolutely the most embarrassing news network you could ever find on the internet. Absolutely embarrassing. Imagine when you start losing arguments. Like, I'm an interviewer and I start getting owned by the interviewee. So I start fucking making... I just find conspiracies on the internet and throw it in his way. Oh yeah, well, Matt Gaetz, it says here you were colluding with Russia. Oh no, it says here you have sex with a kid. What? Are you crazy? He would be in jail right now. I don't think pardon... does it actually... Can you pardon CP and like stuff like that? Like, you can't pardon that shit. Can you? The fuck?
or hated by...
Yo, this is crazy. This is why you do not go on interviews on TYT. They're fucking embarrassing. Matt Gaetz owned their fucking faces and they got mad and they started yelling in his face. Crazy people. Crazy people. Let's finish this out.
Members of their own party, which there are numerous reports about that regarding you. But I appreciate you coming on to answer.
I appreciate you coming on. The guy is speaking. You won't let him say one word out because you know you're gonna get fucking owned. Cenk looks embarrassed as fuck. Anna, same hairdo, saying she changed, but she never changed. Same fucking look, same makeup, same everything. Only thing changes her ear AirPods. She used to use the wired ones. Now she's using wireless AirPods. And Matt Gaetz fucking owned them, bro. Matt Gaetz owned them. That was fucking amazing to see. That was really nice to see. So now we're going to go ahead and check out the Aaron Mate clip. Alright guys, it's going to be the last clip I'm going to watch. We'll check out the Aaron Mate clip and we'll just look for the good parts and... that should be it, really. Give me 1 second. She's getting old. Dude. I can't believe how hard he owned them. Holy shit. They just got fucking destroyed. I mean, if I was either of... Cenk Uygur fucking got owned. Anna, he didn't hit her in any way. He didn't attack her. He just destroyed Cenk Uygur, though. He fucking destroyed him. Alright, let's check out this Aaron Mate interview. and see what's up here. Let's check it out. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get this out. I gotta literally upload my videos while I'm doing this. Live police chase. I gotta do this while I'm on stream. It's crazy. This Matt Gaetz interview.
Something you said. You know.
Is this the video we just made? We have sex with kid? What? Are you crazy? Yeah, this is the one we just made. Okay, good. Let me just get rid of that. All right, we're good now. One last thing and we're done. Yep. All right, let's check this out.
Now is Aaron Mate. He writes for The Nation. So we have a limited amount of time. I'm going to try to get through.
So this is 3 years ago. This is when Cenk Uygur was trying to accuse Aaron Mate. This is after they accused him of being a Russian puppet. So they brought him on to kind of explain himself, and he did a really good job.
This as quickly as we can. And so I want to say up front, first of all, I'm not in the mainstream media, and I don't think like they do. So I'm not in the camp that.
I don't believe that. I believe he's 100% mainstream media driven. He's 100% Washington minded. And he just reads report. He doesn't do any journalism. So what do you mean you're not in the mainstream media? This is all you do is you watch the mainstream media and you read the report and you just say your opinions.
Hillary Clinton would have won if it wasn't for those dastardly Russians interfering.
I know that.
Okay, that's nonsense.
Wait, what? So he doesn't believe in the Russian collusion? Then why the fuck was he pushing it for so long and he even called Aaron Mate a Russian puppet? What?
And I don't trust the U.S. government just because they say something. But there are facts and there are things that are more provable and not less provable, and more credible and less credible within the U.S. government. Okay, so let's go through the issues.
All right. Aaron Mate is getting interviewed by Cenk Uygur. Cenk Uygur says he doesn't believe in the Russian collusion story, so it's kind of weird that he's bringing him on to literally discuss Trump's relationship with Russia. It's so funny because Cenk Uygur starts the interview saying, I'm not in the mainstream media. I don't believe in that Russia colluded and took over the election. But this whole interview is about Aaron Mate on Trump's relationship with Russia. What? So there's a contradiction there. And it's hilarious to me that Cenk Uygur does not fucking see that.
Was one by one. So social media manipulation. So there's the Internet Research Agency in 2014. This is when it begins, and they do propaganda in America. First, let me just admit right off the bat, I don't think that this necessarily swung the election, nor is it necessarily collusion, because it doesn't show that Trump helped them. And it started in 2014. So how would they even know that Trump was going to run for president?
Okay, clear. Easy. So you're saying, okay, so he just debunked the whole thing about Trump Russia collusion. He just literally debunked it right now in one sentence.
But it does seem like they did target America for influencing our elections, to me, based on the evidence that's available. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Okay, so he's saying that Trump wasn't part of the Russian collusion, but Russia did collude to affect our elections. Jimmy Dore already debunked this. It was $100,000 in ads. That's the Russian collusion. $100,000 in ads. That's it. That's the whole Russian collusion story.
I think they, the way I see them is based on what the reporting about them said before all this election stuff happened, which is that they're basically a social media marketing firm. They're a clickbait factory that does social media posts to attract followers. They then leverage that to sell their pages to vendors, which they did. I think you can look at all their posts and based on what the researchers said that they had a preference for Trump. They wanted to promote Trump and denigrate Hillary Clinton. I have no reason to dispute that trend. But if you look at the majority of their posts, they're not about the election. They're really juvenile. I mean, you might have seen some of the examples that were in that Senate study recently that came out. Like, there's an ad about Jesus helping people with masturbation issues and stuff like that. Yeah. So this is not the makings of a sophisticated social media influence campaign to sow discord and elect Trump. And so I think that aspect is at minimum very overblown.
So, and I largely agree with you there. So, but I do want to ask you about something where I'm not sure we have agreement. So look, but let me go further in agreeing with you. In that, at some point there was a hyperbolic thing on mainstream media about, oh my God, they had 4 million Twitter impressions during the election.
It was Pearl Harbor, people were comparing it to,
4 million Twitter impressions is like 2 tweets.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay, it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
But it does appear to me that almost all of the Russian propaganda favors Trump. So that then becomes curious because so for example, the U.S. meddles in everybody's election, so we don't have.
Okay, Cenk Uygur has to actually prove that. It doesn't just appear to him. He has to be able to prove it. Because he's making a claim here that Russia is colluding with Trump. And how does he know that? Is because it appears to him that all the ads, even though they're very small, it's just $100,000 worth of ads, are all anti-Hillary Clinton. He has to prove that. He has to prove that not one single one of these ads was anti-Trump. He has to do that. And I don't think he can. I doubt fucking not a single Russian made fun of him.
Clean hands, that's obvious, right?
Sure.
And normally, our government picks a side,
yes.
right? The side that will give us the oil, or give our companies the oil, right? And it appears here the Russians picked a side. So that's what it appears to me based on all the available evidence. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Well, okay, so if we're talking about still about the social media stuff, I mean, I saw all kinds of different divisive posts. And if you look at the detailed studies, they even say, the aim was not necessarily to elect Trump, it was to sow discord. Because again, it's such a small percentage of the Russian social media posts even mentioned the candidates, even mentioned Hillary or even mentioned Trump. It looks, I mean, again, what I'm saying is I think they picked up on certain demographics. They picked up on, they targeted African Americans with some stuff, evangelicals, gun owners. And I think they put out stuff that they thought would attract attention and maybe get them followers, basically acting like a clickbait social media firm.
Okay.
So on this one, I mean, if you want to talk about the stolen emails, I think that's something that could have conceivably had a major impact on the election.
Right, so let's go to that next. So now here's another case where let me first posit the things that we agree on. So to me, people say, this is evidence since the Russians stole the emails. This is the theory, right? And then they gave it to WikiLeaks, and then it helped Donald Trump. That it proves collusion. And Roger Stone got advance notice from WikiLeaks. But wait, that doesn't logically make sense. If Trump colluded with the Russians, why did he need Roger Stone to find out what was happening from WikiLeaks?
Hey guys, I found a cool game recently.
Yeah, this is another reason why I stopped hanging out with TYT. They were very anti-Julian Assange, and I never understood it. Why the fuck are you anti-Julian Assange? What the fuck is wrong with you?
So I don't want people misunderstanding my position, okay?
Yeah.
So that doesn't make any sense. Now, on the other hand, when our intelligence says that it was the Russian hackers posing as or using the persona Guccifer, I don't know, 2.0, and they register the website dcleaks.com, etc. I have no reason to disbelieve that. Do you have a reason to disbelieve that?
I don't have a reason to disbelieve it in the sense that I actually haven't gone deep into this issue. I don't doubt that it very well could have been the Russians, but my position is I'm also not going to take it just because they tell me it's true. So I don't doubt it, but I also don't automatically embrace it. I think it's quite possible the Russians did steal the emails, and if so, people should be held accountable for it. But I think that we haven't seen very much evidence. Pretty much the only evidence we've actually seen is Mueller indicting Russian military intelligence officers, and he lays out in the indictment a very detailed case. And so that is something, because basically for that not to be true, Mueller would either have to be making it up or be relying on faulty evidence. But because we haven't seen that evidence itself yet, I'm just not going to automatically believe it. But I'm certainly not. I don't spend time trying to disprove it because I think it's very plausible.
Okay, so that goes to an important question that goes to the core that I want to ask you about. So I don't automatically believe everything that Mueller is going to put in his report. On the other hand, I think that it is far more plausible than the counter theory that Trump puts out there, that it's a witch hunt and that the FBI all got together to target him. So I'm curious what your take on that is.
Well, I wouldn't use the term witch hunt, but I think based on everything we've seen so far, I think you can make a case that whoever launched this investigation and whoever continued it did act in an overzealous way that wasn't politically motivated. I mean, like Andrew McCabe recently in his book tour, he has made no allusion to there being any evidence.
All right, whatever. I guess here Aaron Mate is discussing the evidence he has that there's no collusion.
Evidence of a conspiracy between Trump and Russia. Literally, he confirmed, and the New York Times has reported this, in terms of the decision behind opening up a counterintelligence investigation of Trump, which is pretty extraordinary. That the predicate, that the inciting incident for the FBI was the fact that Trump was saying.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to fix the voice because I'm going to cook right now. I have no more time. I have to cook and finish watching this. So I'm just going to keep this playing. And I'm just going to turn on different volume. Let me see.
Nice things about Putin. He wasn't criticizing Russia, right, which says to me that there was sort of a Cold War paranoia left over in the bureau. And rather than considering the possibility that Trump was just carrying out the policies he was elected on. He did campaign on better relations with Russia, that they saw that as suspect enough to open up a counterintelligence investigation. And you know, they weren't alone. Even during the campaign, the entire national security establishment kind of freaked out because he was calling for not just better ties with Russia, but Trump was also talking about scaling back foreign wars. And he sort of won over a segment of the population that was against foreign wars, the segment of the population that I think was most impacted by foreign wars because it's poor communities that have to fight those wars. And you know, whether you think Trump is being sincere or not, I think he's a con man. I think he conned the country into thinking that he was anti-war. But that was what he campaigned on, along with better relations with Russia. And I think those two aspects freaked out people inside the FBI, as I think McCabe has just confirmed.
Okay, yeah, so we don't agree on that. And so I think that when Trump went around saying, attacking our NATO allies, which certainly helps Putin and Russia, and seemed to, you know, here's another point that even before we knew any of the rest of this, made all of us raise our eyebrows at the time. And we're on the record and it's in the videos. Why did they change the GOP platform?
There we go, let me address that because that's a huge thing. And that's a story I think that's been blown incredibly out of proportion. Now, one indication I think of how wrong people have gotten on this is that look at Trump's actual policy once he got to office. Trump did something that Obama would not do. He sold weapons to Ukraine, which Obama resisted doing. Everybody wanted him to do it, but Obama said, you know what, I don't want to further inflame this already dangerous proxy war because right now the US is engaged in a proxy conflict on Russia's borders in Ukraine. Trump came to office and I personally don't think Trump wanted to, based on his public statements and wanting better relations with Russia, but Trump sold those weapons. That was his decision. And so in office, he takes a much more hawkish position than Barack Obama did.
But only on that issue. Okay, so I agree with that issue, but on other issues, he talks to Putin, and 2 weeks later we're withdrawing out of Syria. Now I love that we're withdrawing from Syria, but that's one of 1,000 convenient things. Okay, then we get to the issue of the NATO allies constantly saying not only, hey, do you have to pay your bills, but we might not protect you, which is exactly what Putin would want. And then it appeared that they changed the platform. I know you were getting to that, so let me let you get to that and give you more, because then the private meetings with Putin are preposterous. So all right, but I'll let you get to all that.
So there we definitely disagree on a whole host of items. The platform. What happened was they didn't change the platform. You had one delegate from Texas, and this is why, see, it's been tough because I think our media has gone a certain direction on this, and it takes to sift through it takes forever, and it's kind of boring. But the facts are there. The platform was not changed. What happened was there was an amendment proposed by a Republican delegate from Texas who wanted to talk about sending lethal arms to Ukraine. Some Trump people got involved and they consulted, I think, with the campaign, and they decided that they didn't want to go that far. So what they did is they rejected an amendment calling for lethal arms for Ukraine, but they still kept in a language calling for appropriate assistance to defend Ukraine or something like that. Which, if you compare the final Republican platform to the Democratic platform, the Republican platform is far more hawkish on that issue. So this platform thing is an example of a story that has been blown way out of proportion, not based on any, I think, actual facts, but because it serves a propaganda purpose. It serves a narrative, and so does everything else about Trump and Putin. The fact is, when it comes to selling weapons to Ukraine, ripping up the INF treaty, bombing Syria twice, which, you know, Obama never bombed the Putin's ally in Syria. Trump has twice.
But you know that he gave them warning ahead of time, which I don't disagree with because I don't want to start a war. But you think and they bombed pretty useless part of the airport. Again, I don't mind it because I don't want a war. But if there's a friendly bombing that exists, that was it.
We'll disagree
and on the sanctions, yeah, that's okay. And on the sanctions, it passes 98-2. Trump says, I don't want to do the sanctions. And he says, now look, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of the sanctions on Iran, right?
Yes, he does.
And North Korea at the time, right? Yeah. But he says, but on Russia, I don't want to do the sanctions. And then he delays it for a long time, even after he was supposed to put them into. Why delay the sanctions?
First of all, I think I can imagine a whole bunch of reasons. First of all, he campaigned on better relations with Russia. This is hurting his ability to do that. You know, and just because he doesn't want to be.
You think he really cares that much about policy and his promises on the campaign? He also promised universal health care coverage.
Listen, that is true, and I think he's a con man. So I don't pretend to know what his motivations are. I don't think, though, we can say that objectively his policies have been softer on Russia. Look, on top of what I mentioned, so there's Syria, there is the INF treaty, there is even NATO. He also bullied NATO members into spending more money on NATO than they were before. He also bullied Germany into not doing this Russian gas deal, which is a huge deal to both Russia and Germany. In Venezuela right now, he's trying to launch a coup. which Russia is heavily invested in because Russia has a huge stake in Venezuela.
So I think that, and I have a theory, so we're going to get to that right now, okay? Because I agree with you guys that it's not black and white, and I don't live in that black and white world. So there are some things that he's done, for example, Venezuela, where that is not purely in Russia's interest. In fact, it would arguably against Russia's interest, right? So then in my opinion, is he doing the things that he's doing that favors Russia? It's things that usually touch the oligarchs, like the sanctions.
So Chunk Uger agrees that Venezuela was against the Venezuela situation was against what Putin wanted. So why that's it right there. He's not colluding with Putin.
So I don't know if he knows who's making money and not making money in Venezuela, but he knows the sanctions are hurting the oligarchs, and the oligarchs are all connected to Putin. So to me, and this is a huge misunderstanding, part of why I wanted to have this conversation. I can go on and on about the election, but I actually think that the collusion in the election is a very hard case to make. I mean, look, you go to Manafort. Well, Manafort had other dealings with the Ukrainian oligarchs, and I believe some oligarchs connect to Russia. We can disagree about that, but overall, that might be, I mean, I would argue, why did he pick Manafort out of all those different people? He picks another pro-Russian guy, but overall, most of Manafort's crimes are not related to Trump. Okay,
none of them are related to Trump, pretty much. And also, Manafort was not even pro-Russian. Like, we could have a whole discussion about that. But actually, Manafort was working in Ukraine for Yanukovych. If you look at what Manafort was doing, he was trying to lobby the US and the EU to accept Ukraine, which is the exact opposite of what Russia wanted, and that's what he was paid to do.
So his connections to the Russian oligarchs, I think, are clear, but that's okay, we disagree on that. But again, it's not the main event, right? Because I think that the Democratic establishment and a lot of people in the media, Rachel Maddow, have overhyped the collusion in the election, okay?
Yeah.
But what I'm concerned about.
Listen, folks, if we lose in Georgia, we could lose Senate control.
I don't give a fuck if we lose Senate control. You guys wasted the Senate.
About is Donald Trump's deep ties to the Russians throughout his business career, which I'm worried has affected what he has done in office. So, for example, the Russians, they do the Trump Tower meeting, so Don Jr., Manafort, Kushner go there, but the Russians don't give them any information. Now, Donald Trump Jr., upon hearing the email that the Russians are going to give them information, goes, I love it. Yeah. Incredibly stupid thing to say. That would have been collusion, but the Russians didn't give them the information. I think that gets them more compromising information on Trump.
But let me say, Jack, I don't think it would have been collusion because, again, the email was written by who? A music publicist.
But saying, I will connect you with Russian officials, and he goes, and they will give you information on Hillary Clinton.
Compromising.
That would be a crime. There is no such crime as collusion, but there is a crime of conspiracy. There's a crime of taking money from a foreign government while running a campaign, and that certainly would have violated both of those if they had gotten the information.
If that's the case, then the Clinton campaign is guilty for taking dirty information from Ukraine or from the Steele dossier, right? Like the Clinton campaign paid for the Steele dossier. That got foreign dirt allegedly on Trump, including
no, but they didn't donate it, Aaron. So look, the Clintons have an enormous number of problems, and they're intertwined with a lot of governments. And if you're going to question them on that, I'm largely going to agree. But they paid for the Steele dossier as opposed to it being donated to them. That's why it's not.
So that's legal?
No, it is because it's not a campaign finance violation.
I see. Okay.
So it's just different laws in that regard. Okay. But so to the point of what the Russians might have on Trump, which is my thesis, not Rachel Maddow's, not the Democratic establishment, et cetera. Now, we know that the Russians have put a tremendous amount of money into Trump's properties throughout his career.
So Russian nationals, you say, have put a lot of money into Trump properties.
Okay, for example, to answer your implied question, 63 Russian billionaires have invested nearly $100 million in several Trump properties in Florida alone.
That's true, but Saudi Arabia gave a lot of money to...
Welcome to
Jeff Bezos is bad. What's up, boss? Here. Let me give you a flex. Good job, boy. Good job, bro. Nice follow, bro. You did the right thing. You did the fucking right thing. We were cooking here. I'm gonna show you my cooking. We made burgers. Right there. Sizzling hot. Bro, okay, so just because he was making deals with Russia doesn't mean he's colluding with Russia. He was making deals with Saudi Arabia. He just had really good foreign relations, man. Everybody loved him. They made deals with him all over the world. Like, he was Mr. Global.
According to Reuters. So if you
he's like me, Mr. International.
Say to me, random Russian dudes are going and they have 11% of Trump properties in Florida. Maybe they like Sunny Isles, right? That's not a big deal. If you tell me 63 Russian billionaires have invested in any property, I'm going to look into money laundering. Okay, there aren't any oligarchs at this point not connected to Putin, and they aren't randomly investing in properties in America. The Chinese do it, the Russians do it, the Saudis do it. It's money laundering.
I don't have the factual basis to dispute how out of the ordinary it is that these Russian billionaires, as you say, have money in Trump properties. I haven't actually looked into that. I know that U.S. imposed shock therapies helped create this class of Russian oligarchs, a lot of whom are then parking their money overseas, by the way, which Putin has been trying to fight because Putin wants the money at home. If you say that there's an unusual amount invested in Trump properties, then yeah, I guess you can make a case there for potential money laundering. I just don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if many people around the world launder their money through Trump properties. And I'm not particularly more alarmed by them being from Russia than I would be if they were from any other country.
Yeah. Well, it depends on if they're getting something in return. For example, there's a pretty good theory that Wilbur Ross helped that money laundering in the Bank of Cyprus. And did he get anything in return? Yeah, he got to be Commerce Secretary in return. So
you think that's why, like, Wilbur Ross is the Commerce Secretary because he helped Trump? He helped Trump launder money?
Yes, okay. I 100% believe that. Okay, I mean, out of all the people to pick randomly, it's like, oh, look at that guy that has all my money that he keeps safe where it came from and where it went in the Bank of Cyprus.
I don't know that theory. All I know is that Trump appointed a lot of scumbag billionaires to his cabinet.
Okay, that's also fair. Yeah. So now let me go to some of the Trump kids. Here is Donald Trump Jr. saying, in terms of high-end product influx into the U.S., Russians make up a pretty disproportionate cross-section of a lot of our assets. We see a lot of money pouring in from Russia.
Yeah, but that doesn't prove Russian fucking collusion. That's the whole interview. Look at the title of the interview. Trump's relationship with Russia. Ermate on Trump's relationship with... Bro, that's his fucking son saying, I do a lot of deals with Russians. That's it. What the fuck? This is crazy. This is literally a witch hunt by Trump Cougar. It is not collusion because Hillary paid for a Steele dossier instead. Yeah, exactly. But this is a 3-year-old interview. They didn't have that information available. That's why Ermate is not calling him on that. Besides that, he would have had the evidence. Ermate would have called the shit out of him.
Hold on, let me give you Eric. Okay. Eric says, well, we don't really rely on American banks. We have all the funding we need out of Russia. He says, we've got some guys that really, really love golf, and they're really invested in our programs. We just go there all the time. Now, do you really think that the Russians love golf, or perhaps there's another reason why they're giving so much money into Trump properties?
Well, it very well could be then that they need a place to park their money, and they're laundering money there. How that leads to anything illicit, like in terms of a political conspiracy or leverage over Trump or Putin, Putin.
Do Saudi Arabians look like they like to play golf? They fucking have investments with Trump and his Trump towers and his Trump fucking golf course and everything. What the fuck?
Leverage over Trump, I think, is a stretch. I mean, I think it's quite plausible that the Trump organization is corrupt. I mean, I think it's pretty much established. And so, yeah, if they're being used as a home for money laundering and disproportionately Russian money laundering, I mean, I think that's quite plausible. But then how then you get to that leading to any kind of political decision or Trump doing something for Putin, especially, by the way, Putin is trying to get a lot of this money back to his own country. He doesn't want Russian money parked overseas. And by the way, also on these properties, what the Trump boys didn't say is that so many of these Trump properties are just basically brands. He sells his name. He doesn't actually own the property. So I don't know even how big of a cut the Trump organization itself is getting from properties like this.
So in the Trump Tower Moscow deal, which we don't have time to get into, he might have gotten a licensing fee, which is just handing you money, right? But for the golf properties, they largely own them. Okay. So that's a different situation. But look, we gotta, before we run out of time, get to the meetings, because so you're saying it's plausible that they might have done money laundering through Trump. Well, then I would say that it's very plausible that they have then compromising information about Donald Trump that if they turned over to authorities would get Trump in a lot of trouble, and if he was anybody but the president, clearly arrested. Okay, so and there ain't no oligarchs in Russia. They go, Putin, I'm not going to cooperate with you. Okay, there used to be. They're all in prison. Okay, so then, and so then Trump goes and meets with Putin 9 times. In the beginning, it's a little abnormal because he's inviting the Russians and bragging about how he fired Comey down the Russian investigation. But by the end, it becomes preposterous. So no other American officials allowed, and then he bans his own translator. Okay, now, how is that not a giant red flag? I am talking about something secret that I don't want any other American to know.
To me, it's quite plausible. First of all, Reagan and Gorbachev did pretty much the exact same thing. They had meetings, and those meetings were fruitful. They helped lead to a huge reduction in nuclear weapons. And the fact is that there is a class of politicians in both countries, I'd say especially in the US, that want to undermine warmer US-Russia ties, not because they care about spreading freedom or they're concerned about Putin's human rights record, but because tensions with Russia are profitable. And I do think that they're profitable for the weapons industry, basically, and for media organizations like MSNBC that are constantly going on about this. But Trump might have had reason to be fed up with leaks and didn't want to risk any more leaks because he's trying to do diplomacy. I don't think just because he doesn't want other people there. And by the way, Tillerson was there for one of the meetings.
One of the original meetings, but Tillerson was also the CEO of ExxonMobil that had a $500 billion deal with the Russians that was blocked by the sanctions.
That is true.
Okay, and so what do I find more plausible? That Trump cares so deeply about his policy goals with Russia that he doesn't want him undermined by an American translator? Or that he really doesn't want anyone to find out what Putin's telling him about all the money laundering that he's done all this time, and could he be getting directions back? And now you say, well, wow, getting directions back, that sounds amazing. Not with Trump. Trump's whole business model is corruption.
So you're saying in these meetings, Trump via a translator, so obviously via Putin's translator.
Yeah,
because I believe this happened. Didn't this just happen once? That basically he was with Melania, and they walked up, and there was and the Russian translator translated.
So Matt Gaetz goes increase on minimum wage. You wouldn't be.
Is that all we recorded?
This Matt Gaetz interview looks like.
Okay, yeah, we recorded this too. You just send this in.
For Trump?
So no, it happened 3 different times. One time he did have the translator. He wouldn't allow any other officials, but he did have the American translator. And afterwards, he took his notes and said, "You're not allowed to have those notes."
Reportedly, reportedly, you know, like.
But Aaron, okay, that's okay. That's okay. So and then another time, there's no translator at all, and I believe a third time he's with Melania, and there's no, and he still does not allow a translator.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. Cenk Uygur, literally, this is a witch hunt by Cenk Uygur.
So what I can say is, again, there's a precedent for this. This is how diplomacy is done. And again,
by the way, Trump does not do diplomacy like that. Forget Gorbachev and Reagan. He doesn't do it with any other country.
I don't know. Listen, so you're saying there's no other country where he has not met
where he bans an American officials or an American translator.
Well, there's also no other country where he's being accused of being an agent of that government and where that government is being blamed for giving him.
But you were accused of being an agent of pick a country, right? Botswana. Yeah. And you said, I don't want any American translators when I talk to the people, the leaders of Botswana. Wouldn't that attract more attention?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Were any of these meetings substantive? Like any of these meetings where the translator was not there? Were they beyond brief conversations? Because I know that there's a dinner. There's a dinner where he goes up to Putin and he says they talk about adoptions, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they talked about more things. But it's like, so you think possibly in these meetings then Putin is giving him orders, like he's telling him what to do?
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. You go like this.
Okay, so
exactly.
I can't prove that wrong because I'm not there, right?
Okay. 100%. That's what pisses me off though, because we were watching the Matt Gaetz interview. I like Matt Gaetz. But he's fucking shit about all the issues. He wants to reduce, make smaller government, reduce Medicaid spending, reduce Social Security, cut these expansions. He wants to increase border police. He wants to, basically has the worst ideas. And then when he gets called out on it, he says, well, government spending increases inflation. But he's totally cool with an inflated, bubbled out defense budget. He's totally cool with that. So at least Democrats, they lie to you in a good way. That's why I like Democrats. Republicans are just shit no matter what you look at it. No matter how, any way you look at it, they're just shit. Even when they know the issues, they have the wrong stance on it. It's so bad. I hate it so much. That's the only reason I can't vote Republican. Besides that, I would vote Republican. If these fuckers could lie to me better, if Republicans could lie to me better, I would vote Republican right now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like
it just and then TYT will tell you they're fair, but 100% they're fucking establishment. Real Mighty Joe, what's up, boss? You caught me right when we were heading out. What's up, boss? How are you?
Of course, that's the whole
man.
point.
I miss you, bro. We're doing this daily, bro. We're doing this daily. I think this weekend we're definitely gonna do public interviews again, guys.
That's the problem with this.
Get ready for
it. You can't prove it.
This interview, we're gonna do public interviews. I think Saturday by 3 or 4 p.m. We should have that start the live stream.
And you can't disprove a negative. And so it's like, I don't know. But what I can look at Trump's actual policy, his actual policy I see is far more hawkish than Obama's was. And that's why, part of the reason why I find this Russia-Trump conspiracy thing so dangerous is because in a bid to prove it, to substantiate it, we're ignoring what is actually going on. And what's actually going on is very dangerous with nuclear tensions high, and with a coup right now being attempted in Venezuela. And where are we on that?
Yeah, but we at the Young Turks are not ignoring any of that. So,
I know you're not.
Right. Look, we got to wrap up. But to me, in only the Russia case, saying I do not want any other Americans in the room, given what appears to be his long history of money laundering with the Russians, put aside everything else.
What do you mean money laundering with the Russians?
It appears to me that they have that compromise.
It's deals. It's making deals, man. You're Arab, yeah. Yeah, I'm Syrian. Bro, he's making deals. He's not fucking colluding or what did he say? How did he call it?
Do not want any other Americans in the room, given what appears to be his long history of money laundering with the Russians.
Money laundering?
Put aside everything else.
What? So he money laundered with the Saudi Arabian as well? And he money laundered with the North Koreans? Is that what you're saying? The fuck is this? He's so stupid. I'm telling you, it's a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt. He's making this up.
And the fact that they obviously, it appears to me that they have that compromising information on him. And then he says,
appears to me, okay, prove the evidence.
Disastrous and unprecedented.
Let me say quickly then, if Mueller actually indicts Trump on anything or makes any accusation that the Russians do have something on him or that he engaged in money laundering, I will totally concede your point.
That's it. Just Mueller indict Trump on anything. That's it. You're Persian? Man, do I know anything in Urdu? Damn it. Or no, not Urdu, Farsi. I don't speak any Farsi at all. Damn it. I don't speak any Farsi. Bro, I used to have Persian friends. I just don't speak it at all. Alright, that's it. We'll continue. We got a couple of minutes, guys. I should be gone by 4:30, 4:40. But I bet, hey, you Farsi, you know Arabic. I should be gone by 4:40, so we'll be good here. I'm uploading my videos. I'm a big fan of Rummy. Who's Rummy? Let me look him up. Cass97. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes. I'm going to finish my burgers. I think they're burnt, actually. Oh, no. No! I burnt my fucking rice. No. No, what am I going to do? I don't have food. No. Damn. Damn. I burned the rice. No. Good thing we put a little extra. Damn. Alright, F it. Alright, I know what to do. Should have put the water in a little earlier. Damn, I forgot. Bro, we're not going to even be able to cook this rice. There's no way. I don't think we have time. I don't think we have time to cook this. I fucked that up so bad. Bro, how do I have 7 viewers? Bro, I swear to God, I think everybody shows up when I'm leaving. It's crazy. Every day, everybody shows up right when I'm leaving. Who the hell is Rumi? I need to look him up. Rumi. Oh. Maulai. Maulau. Maulau? Is that how you say king? Maulau? Bro, that sucks. I got 7 viewers right when I'm leaving, bro. Damn, I hate that. Every time I'm leaving, everybody shows up. I never seen you before, but I will watch you again. You're so cool. You're the fucking coolest. You're the coolest, Casgate. You're the fucking cool. You're the reason I am alive. You're the reason you push me. You're the reason I'm cool, bro. You push me to be the best, bro. Thank you. Alright, let me post this video up. Fuck! I wish I didn't fuck my rice up, bro. He's cool as shit. Real Mighty Joe just found me randomly too one day. Y'all, I can't believe you guys love me more than your actual streamers. Like, I don't even know why you guys like me. My hair's not done. I'm not even that smart. I haven't been doing this that long. I've only been doing it like a year. But I don't know, man. I'm getting a lot of good reviews. Especially when I went out for my public interviews. 990 loved that shit. Yeah, we're already at 4:30. We already hit the alarm. 990 loved it. A lot of my viewers loved it. Can you believe I'm cooking and I'm doing this? You are genuine? Man, thank you guys. I try to be real as fuck. I try not to mess around. I try not to make dumb jokes. Not dumb jokes, but like I try to just be serious, like real. Like whatever my opinion is, I'll give it to you. Even if you hate it. I know they're like, maybe I'm anti... Some people will call me anti-LGBT, whatever, but I just give you my opinions, and you like me or hate me. I know I'm polarizing. I know that. That is 100% sure. I know I'm polarizing. So maybe that's why some people like me and a lot of people hate me. Bro, I tried to collude. I tried to work with, for example, the bratty progressive. She hated me. I tried to work with a lot of people, but they hate me. But yeah, I'm Arab. You're going to see me here every single day. Make sure you stop by tomorrow. We're going to be here around the same time. We have to leave by 4:30. I have to get to work. I work 10 hours, 5 days a week, and 4:30 till 3 is really when I get off. It's 3:45 because we get 45-minute lunch. But yeah, so 5 to 3:45, and then but it takes me 30 minutes to get there. Lamau Brady Progressive. Do you guys remember? I posted that video on my channel. If you guys want to go check it out, I'm gonna post very quickly my channel out here, just in case we have anybody that has not checked my YouTube channel out. You can watch me doing. I did a compilation when I actually got when I tried to get to do like a small conversation with Progressive Brat. What I was trying to do, I was trying to do a debate with Progressive Brat. She did not like that. She really did not like that. Here's my YouTube channel. Go check it out. You'll find the video somewhere hidden, all the way in the back. But yeah, boys, I hate her guts. I don't know. I think she really liked me. I think she really liked me, like too much. Like she started talking about. You guys have to watch the video. That's all I gotta say. Dude, we just lost a subscriber. I don't know how. We literally lost a subscriber on our YouTube channel. That's crazy. Why would anybody unsubscribe to me? So weird. So weird. Why would anybody unsubscribe? I love RLA. I miss RLA. Is she banned or something? I never see her on. Or does she just stream when I'm not here? She probably just streams in different times now. Bro, I'm hoping to God that this is finished. It's not a smart idea to turn on the fucking heat on the rice. She's still on, nah, she's moving, still on her way to North Carolina. Good. She needs to get away from California. Fuck California, bro. California is a shithole. Absolutely a shithole. All right, we're done, boys. Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Tomorrow we're gonna do the same. We're gonna be here around 2:30.
Ladies and gentlemen,
unvaccinated subhump
to the party zone.
Unvaccinated subhuman just followed us. Welcome to the fucking party zone. Welcome. You fucking pumped me up, bro. Tell me after ads. Damn it. What's wrong with Cali? Tell me when you're back. Are you back from ads? Bro, what? We have 9 viewers? Dude, no! Why do you guys come when I'm leaving? Why do you guys come when I have to go to work? Why is everybody here when I'm leaving? I don't get it. I'm literally, I have 10 viewers right now, but I gotta get to work. Look at that hair. It stands up by itself, guys. I'm electrified by everybody watching. Moved here from Massachusetts. Best decision I ever made. Really? I'm in North Carolina. Dig it? Okay, go. California is just a cesspool of degeneracy, bro. Cenk Uygur, when he was trying to get a congressional win in California, he fucking advocated for bestiality. It's absolutely a cesspool, bro. Just quit your job, and how the hell am I gonna eat? Proto Zero. I'm gonna try that. When I start, I need to start a business first, but yeah, I'll try to quit my job. Proto Zero, good idea though. I should think about that. Google Gustav Schwarzenegger. I don't know. I'll look into it. Bro, Proto Zero, what's up, boss? I've never seen you here before. But you have a badge. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe I just forgot about you. I'm sorry, bro. I literally don't think anymore. I just act. I don't even think anymore. I just do things. I have no time to think. I'm already late. Alright, we're gonna dress up, guys. We're gonna put our clothes in. Tell me what you think about my. Give me a second. I'm putting my clothes together. Tell me what you think of my uniform. Tell me what you think. This is what I wear every day to work. Bro, it's actually. Guys, so this is my story. I'm an engineer who graduated that never got an engineering position. So now I just machine, right? Because I want to stay in factory, because I fucking went to school for it. I went to school for it, so I need to stay in factory, but we're not making money. So, or we didn't get a good job. So here it is. Here's my outfit. As a machinist, we get dirty, so you can tell. Look how dirty this is. It's disgusting. Look how dirty. Look how dirty I am, bro. This is how I work. I could have been a fucking nurse who cleans, who comes to work looking good. I could have fucking went and did that, but I'm fucking stupid. I went into engineering. I'm so stupid. If I could do anything back, I would go into nursing, because every year you basically double your salary, and you can go up to insane amounts of money, man. I work in a factory too, man. Yeah, Real Mighty Joe. I heard you told me that before. Yeah, man, it sucks, bro. We gotta get to work. 4:37. I have about 3 minutes, bro. Engineering is good, yeah, but there's just no jobs anymore. There are no jobs in engineering. I graduate. I can't find it. I can't find a management job. I can't find an engineering position. You have to understand, once these guys take these positions, they don't ever let them go. They don't ever leave them. They just like live in them forever. So whenever I don't have any of these positions, like whenever you want to get a position, it's going to be very hard. Very, very hard. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I got to get out of here. Yeah, the only friend engineer I have with a job has a master's. Yeah, exactly. I think if I do a master's in aerospace engineering, I might be able to get into aerospace, but I don't. If I go back to school, I'm going to go back to school for nursing. I'm not going to do engineering anymore. I'm done with engineering. Yeah, it's very hard. Hit up Elon. Y'all, I hate that I have to leave all my viewers. I hate it so much. So this is what we're going to do. You guys go check out my channel. We uploaded the videos we did today. I just uploaded all of them. So if you're looking for what we were watching, this is what we were checking out. Go check out my channel. Hang out. He's hiring in Texas, bro. I need to go work in Texas, bro. Bro, Real Mighty Joe, we just looked at Houston, Texas. If I take my public interviews to Houston, Texas, I think we will blow up. Channel will blow up. Go check out our public interview, guys, if you have not yet. It's the interview in Kansas one. Bro, I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. Real Mighty Joe, Jeff Bezos is bad, 990 Cass, Proto Zero. Every one of you guys is fucking legend. Thank you guys for showing up. I will see you guys tomorrow. This weekend, 100%. If I am alive, we're going to do public interviews. I don't care if I get shot. Go to a college. You want me like to get hired or to do the public interviews? Because I was thinking about going to Wichita State University for the public interviews. But to get hired, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I just don't have any time, bro. I work 50 hours. I don't. For the interviews, 100%. I've been thinking about that. Bro, so this is what we're going to do. I know in the weekend there's nobody in WSU. But I'm still going to hit WSU this weekend. And if I don't find anyone, then we'll go to WSU on Monday. My WSU, Wichita State University. So if I don't find anybody on this weekend, we will go this Monday. And we'll try a little early. And I'll just set up a camera. It'll just be by me by myself. Okay, I got to get out of here. It'll just be me by myself. And I'll just stop people in the streets. But 100% we're going to do this 100%. Hit up a bar near campus maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we'll try. I promise. Real Mighty Joe, just stay with us, okay? You'll see amazing things from us. All right, boys, we're gonna head out. Peace. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you next time. I love every single one of you. I swear, I love you guys. Real Mighty Joe, you take care, brother. Kaz, get the wall. Lamau, fuck proletariat. Proletaire. Bro, I love you. Get the wall. Thank you so much for stopping by and seeing us. All right, guys, I'm heading out. See ya. Peace.